What's going on, guys? It's Reagan here, and as I said, I am going to do a video on the Evolution of Combat servers. So I've actually already recorded this, which is why I've got some abilities here. I've used up some food and a bit of my potion. It wasn't even that long ago, 85 out of 75 range at the moment. But Fraps didn't pick up my microphone, so yeah. So I've sort of learnt a couple of things, like this confuses me, the abilities sort of thing. But yeah. So one thing that I've noticed with this is that you only get XP at the end of the kill, so sorry. So it's a bit like Slayer. I'm not too sure how that's going to work out, seeing as everything is now going to be multi-combat from what I've heard. So I'm not sure, if like someone piles your enemy, whoever you're fighting, if the XP is going to get split or you're going to get all of it. I'm not too sure. Or it'll probably just give you the amount that you would have got anyway, I suppose. But yeah, I do think it is a bit of a pointless update. But I suppose it encourages people not to, get into a fight and then be like, oh, I've run out of food and I'm low health, I need to get out of there. Because then I don't think you actually get the XP. If I just coming off of the Black Demon doesn't give me any XP or anything, so I'm guessing if you run away from a fight, you're not going to get XP anymore. So basically, before you go into combat, if you want to maximize your XP per monster, yeah, I wouldn't I wouldn't start a fight unless you know you can win it. That goes for everything. Don't start fights unless you know you can win it. But yeah, that's kind of annoying, because there's been times when I've gotten into especially during Slayer, and I normally have my prayers on, so it depends on what it is, but prayers have changed. I just noticed that the prayers have changed, and he attacks with magic now, which sucks. But yeah, I normally have my prayer up during combat, during Slayer especially, so that I can not get hit as much. And so then what's going to happen if I suddenly realise, oh, I've run out of prayer potions, or I've run out of food, but I didn't realise it until I had already got like low HP into the fight, and then I need to go. Am I just not going to get any XP at all? That kind of sucks. I would have expected it to at least give you the XP that you would have got anyway. I know they're trying to encourage people, if you get in a fight you need to finish it or you're not going to get any experience from it, which does make sense, but at the same time, there are various reasons why someone might not continue a fight. They might get disconnected, in which I've been getting disconnected a lot lately. Not sure if it's the RuneScape servers or if it's my internet, probably my internet. But yeah, I've been getting disconnected a lot lately, so I probably would have lost a lot of XP if it had been on here. But yeah, and another thing that sort of annoys me about this, aside from the fact that Black Demons can now use magic, so you can't really safe spot them anymore. Don't think so anyway. Is that your hit splats don't have like a background, so they're kind of difficult to see, especially in a crowded area. Because I went sort of into the inner areas of Black Demons where the other players were, and I got into a bit of combat, and I was thinking like, whose hit splats that? Whose hit splats this? Am I getting damaged, or? And I just think that's a bit of a silly way to do. Okay, the music starts again. I just think that's a bit of a silly way to do things. I don't know why they would have gotten rid of something, you know, like backgrounds for it, because I mean it doesn't really change much. I mean, I know I'm just right now having a rant, and did you see that here? I know I'm like having a rant basically that, oh, you know, they're taking it away, but I mean look, it had it there, so it's still in the game. I'm not too sure why these haven't got it, but I don't know if that's just like Jagex balls enough on the graphics for some of them or whatever, but you know, it's kind of weird that they would take it out, because it doesn't give any severe advantage, it just makes it much clearer how much you're actually getting hit, especially, as I said, in you know, more hectic combat situations, which is when you're probably most worried about your health anyway. But yeah, they've seen fit to take that out, or they've glitched it by accident, whatever. And another thing that I noticed as well is I thought your adrenaline bar would actually, you know, get lower with each used ability, so you can't just keep using it over and over and over again. Which would make sense, right? You know, you've built your adrenaline up, and you've used your ability, you've calmed down a bit. But, you know, apparently not. I don't know if using the ultimate abilities will get rid of it, because I can't do it because I need 81 range and I don't have... Oh, does that mean... Oh, you can pot and do it? Okay, right, let's try this then. Oh, okay, right, that makes sense. So, using the ultimate abilities completely drains your bar, but using these doesn't. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm guessing the main idea of this is to just build it up as quick as possible and then use the ultimate ability. But yes, alright, I take that back. That's actually a pretty understandable way of doing it. For anyone wondering, no, this is not mine. I'm too poor to afford Armadillo, or Armadillo, I don't know the pronunciation. I got it from Falador. You can get it from people, like traders, NPCs, and they'll just give it to you for free. I believe it's the same with dungeoneering rewards as well, which is pretty cool, you know. It sort of like makes it so you don't have to use your own items. Next week what I'm going to do is I'm going to kit up how I normally would, so I can see if this is going to make combat for me as a player easier or harder. Because right now combat is not really that difficult, you know, it's pretty easy to go in a fight and prayer up and win it. I've actually heard that prayer is not as effective at blocking anymore, which is apparent because I just got hit from magic. And normally when you protect from something, it usually blocks out all the damage. So yeah, just got hit 116. So yeah, you know, apparently Jagex don't want prayer to have such an influence on the outcome of a battle, which is fair enough. But I would have thought that seeing as prayer is a pretty expensive skill, they would have made it rewarding. But yeah. So I'm gonna do another video. I'm gonna do that video next week Sunday when I'm next on the Evolution of Combat servers. So sorry for the pretty unorganised video, and I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.